What's up, guys? We are live for my first ever play-by-play reaction. We are live for my first ever play-by-play reaction. Looks like my watch page is on and popping. Okay. All right. So I had to order one of those streaming services, the NFL Plus, so that I could stream the game and do this because I realized I don't have cable or anything and I don't watch TV. And I always stream games from these crappy websites and it's always like a minute or two behind the real game. So I'm like, shit, if I want to do a play-by-play reaction, I can't have a crappy stream on NFL Byte that glitches out and is behind. So I had to subscribe to like one of those services so I could stream the game. So this is my first time doing this. I don't know how it's going to go. I might suck at it. I might hate it. Or it might be like the newest thing that you guys all love and crave. Or it might just be okay. Or a combination of any of those things. All right. I am on the Niners tonight. The public is on the Niners tonight, but here's my thoughts is that since last week they robbed the public with the Niners got upset by the Browns, and then this week they already smacked and robbed the public real bad. So I'm thinking tonight, out of this gigantic pile of money, they're going to take a little boner whoop, and throw it to the public. I'm thinking that's what's going to go down tonight. We get a little boner from the public, or thrown to the public. All right. Who's all here tonight? How many people we got here tonight so far? Oh, we got a funny one here. Will Asian Viking lady, I mean Charger lady, be there? You know what? I don't know, man. That would be hilarious. I don't think so, though. They had to go into damage control mode and say that she used to live in Minnesota, used to be a Vikings fan, and then she moved to LA, and now she's a diehard Chargers fan. So they had her go on Pat McAfee show and do news interviews like, you're totally a real fan, right? The NFL didn't pay you. You're not an actor, right? No, me love Charger long time. Me used to love Viking long time. Then me moved. Now me love Charger long time. Yeah. So basically a bunch of damage control. Even common drunken fans knew that she was a faker. All right. Jonna here, one of my beautiful mods, and she has an appreciation for when I make fun of Asian people. I'll straight up say it. Jonna loves when I make fun of Asian people. And so do I. It is a beautiful thing. I haven't watched a single inning of baseball this year. Not a single inning. So I don't want to influence you one way or the other. The only one I pay attention to is the NFL, and that's because I make the top 10 most rigged videos and make money off those. And then I started doing good with my picks. And so that's the only reason I even pay attention to the NFL is because I'm watching the highlights. So I don't watch any baseball. I don't want to influence you one way or the other. I would just say, hey, look at which side most of the money's on, if you can figure that out, and then think about going the other way. But I don't know, baseball might have a storyline where they don't mind if the public, they got 7 games. So it's not like the Super Bowl. A Super Bowl's 1 game, whereas a World Series, you got 7 games. So they can like screw you over like 3-4 of those games real bad and then let the public win maybe 2-3 of them. You know what I mean? And then cut it off. So when with these series, baseball can screw over the public in like, 4 out of the 7-game series, 3 out of a 5-game series, whatever. So it's a little different. Whereas these football games are do or die. Every playoff game is do or die. The Super Bowl's do or die, so it's a little different when you look at like the public favorite money, which side the public is on. So when you're looking at like Rangers Astros, you have to look at not who they're on per game, but also the series itself. All right. But like I said, I'm not going to influence it either way. I did not watch a single inning of baseball. All right. So, yesterday the most amazing day picking games. Went 11-0 against the spread on NFL games. Only loss of the week was Thursday night. I had the Saints. So, I can't go perfect. There will be no perfect week 7. But if the Niners win tonight, we would call that 12-1 for week 7 ATS. I mean, the only thing that disturbs me about picking so well and makes it bittersweet is that I don't have a gigantic pile of money to show you because I'm never confident in my own picks. Whenever I make picks on scripted, rigged NFL games, I'm like, I don't know. I could totally be wrong. I'm fading the public, but if they throw a bunch of bones to the public, I'm going to get a bunch of these wrong. I don't know. So I never feel confident enough to throw like big money on my own picks. So when I go down the list and I'm like, holy shit, I went 11-0 on Sunday. If I would have had the balls to put $1,000 on every pick, I could have like 11 G's sitting here in front of me. But, I don't have the balls to throw down $1,000 on every one of my picks because I don't even trust my own picks. So imagine being me, picking every game right on Sunday and not having a pile of money to show for it. Meanwhile, there's people in the comment section who are like, Jake, I hit a 10-team parlay with your picks and I turned $10 into 15 grand. Yeah, there's people telling me these stories where like, if I hit tonight, Jake, I'm going to make $30,000 on your picks. And I'm like, wow, I wish I would have did that. I'm not even, that's how you know I'm not a liar. I'm not sitting here telling you that I made a bunch of money on my awesome picks. Yes, you see, I just didn't quite feel confident enough when I make these picks. Of course, after they go through, then of course you're like, oh yeah, well, of course I had it right. But when I'm sitting in the back of my van, like trying to like figure this shit out, going down my list, this is how it's done. I take a list like this and I write down my games, and then I look at like what a fanboy on the internet picks, a guy who thinks that the games are real, and I kind of match up my picks to his, and I'm different on most of them, but then I see like, okay, I have to agree with the public on some of these. But for the most part, I destroyed this other dude that I compared myself up against. So when I was looking over my own list and like, dude, I got all these right, had like the best week I've ever had in my life picking games, and don't have a pile of money to show for it. Oh well. At least a lot of other people made a lot of money on my picks. And at least it feels good to be right. At the end of the day, it just feels good to be right. Okay, this guy must have came late. I haven't seen an inning of baseball this year, and I don't want to influence anyone anyway on the World Series. I haven't even looked into it, so yeah, I'm not even. No, I don't even give a shit. I'm not like a hardcore betting guy. I'm more of a like break down conspiracies and tell people about what's really going on in the world type guy. So breaking down fake football is just one of the things that I break down. And then it became making football picks. And now suddenly my picks have become like very popular. So it all started with me just talking about how things in this world are fake and not as they seem. And then, you know, I got into calling out the NFL for being fake. And then I this season just decided to do picks for fun. I want to pick every game just to see how good I do and see what my stats are, just as a experiment. And now I'm starting to blow my own damn mind. So hopefully I can keep it up. As long as I don't have a bunch of really terrible weeks in a row, I could pretty much skate to a winning record as long as I don't absolutely collapse. 89% public money on 49ers is what they officially say, and 74% spread -7. Yeah, yeah. People are on the Niners, but here's the thing. Uh they whipped the public in like almost every one of my games. I faded the public. And so tonight is the only one I agree with the public, and the only reason I went Niners to win and cover was because they lost last week to the Browns and they robbed a bunch of people, and they've already robbed a bunch of people this week. So if they're going to take a little bone out of this pile of money and give it back, I think tonight would be the night. But they could rob the public again tonight, and it wouldn't shock me. And it wouldn't bother me too much if I did get, a pick wrong tonight, because I already slaughtered and dominated the NFL this week. So if I was to get this one wrong and they do beat up on the public again here on Monday Night Football, I will not be shocked. This one's a tough call because I usually like to fade the public in almost every circumstance. But the problem with doing that is on a week where they throw 5, 6 bones to the public, you get beat, and then your picks start to look shit. So on weeks where they're nice to the public, my picks will not look so good if I fade the public super hard on every single game. So I've learned that I have to pick with the public on a few of these games. Sometimes we are going to get the as advertised ass whipping. Otherwise, everyone will catch on that the team with less money bet on them is always going to win. They can't have the team with less money always win, because that would catch on pretty quick. And at the beginning of the year, they were having a lot of these public favorites kick ass, and that's when I wasn't doing so well. So the beginning of the year, my picks weren't quite hitting so well because they were letting the public win lots of these big favorite matchups. And then the last 2 weeks where they whooped the public's ass is when I cleaned house. The game hasn't started yet, has it? I have this NFL Plus thing on. I don't know if I have to like switch to the game or what. I'm on the NFL Plus network thing. I've never done this before, to try to watch a game and do a live stream at the same time and do a breakdown. So hopefully I can get this figured out. Oh shit. See, it's on, and I'm on this NFL network thing that I've just paid for. Oh, God damn it. All right, bear with me, guys. I just paid for this dumb streaming service so that I could watch this. And I thought that I was. Okay, yeah, I'm like having trouble, dude. It's a free one. So I can still cancel out of this stupid shit that I did anyway because I got a free week. Every time I use one of the streams, it's always like behind the live game, and so I wanted to have one that was up to the minute, like up to the second, so that I'm not behind. All right, so it's on ABC or what? All right, let me close out of this. Motherfucker. Whenever I Whenever I think I'm gonna do something simple and easy, it doesn't work. Dude, where are you guys fucking watching this?
You mentioned this right off the top, but beyond just
every place wants me to sign up for some shit. Okay, seriously, where you guys have said ABC, and I went to ABC Monday Night Football, and it ain't fucking pulling it up, dude. So where do I go? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm stupid. I think I found it. Dude, I swear. Never mind. Yeah, it says I have to sign up I have to sign up and have a provider. It's not letting me watch it. You guys are liars. You can't watch it for free. Damn it. I can't. Okay, again, I didn't pay for shit because it's a free trial. Don't worry about that. Where do I watch it right now for free so that I can do a live play-by-play reaction? If I go to one of those Reddit streams, NFL Bite, I'm going to be like a minute and a half behind the live game. 2 minutes behind the live game, and it glitches out every fucking time. I've tried to watch NFL Bite, and I've tried to watch VIP League overseas streams. They're behind the game, and they glitch, and they suck, and they shut down a lot. Okay, someone's saying you can watch it for free. Okay, I'm going to present my screen. Hold on. One sec. I'll show you guys what's up. You guys walk me through this. Okay. So there it is, right? Watch now. And I click to watch now. And then this happens. See? I can't watch it. And I click this, and then it wants a fucking this. See? Liars. It doesn't work. Yeah, I have a TV, but I don't have an antenna or a cable. I have my computer plugged into the TV as a monitor. Where'd you send me a link, David? Was it on Facebook or something? I don't have I don't have an account with this shit. You guys said it's free. You guys are fucking liars, every one of you. See, that's how much I planned for this. I was like, oh, I should probably just get one of those cheap streaming services through the NFL. And I can't watch it. And you guys are like, just go to ABC. Nope, not working. See, that's how it goes. That's why I hate trying to do anything. Moral of the story, never try to do anything. The end. David Yount, you said you sent me a link, dude. Where did you send me a link? Where are you talking about? Motherfucker. All right, I think I might just get pissed off and shut this shit down. This is like getting frustrating now. Not what I had in mind. Okay, YouTube TV. I have to sign up for the shit. That's another thing I'll have to sign up for. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I get frustrated really easily. This is one of those times. Oh, now I got to sit here and go through a sign up process while you guys are watching me. This is fantastic. This is totally how I wanted this to go. Okay, people keep saying Stream East. Okay, I'll try and look it up. I don't know. If it's behind the live game by like a minute or two or whatever, then oh well, I'm gonna react to shit that you guys already saw happen. And then you're just gonna tell me what's gonna happen in the chat before I react to it, which is what I was trying to avoid.
Or at least maintain some balance, more so than they have. They run the football, second years for the National Football League coming in. This could be first down by penalty, we'll see. Skinlock came across.
All right, so you guys ready to start the show now? I got the game up now. Are you guys? I can't show it, obviously, because I'll get a copyright takedown. They'll take down the channel if I show this shit. But I got it. I got it, you guys. Holy shit. That was frustrating as fuck. Yes, you guys have told me that the YouTube thing is free and whatever, but then I have to like stop what I'm doing and go try and sign up. Oh, look, a guy passed it to a dude. First down Vikings. Here's my reaction to that play. Whoa! All right. We good? I'm not nearly high enough for this. Wow, did you guys see that guy catch that ball? That was crazy. Wow. Pretend football. So awesome. All right. We got a package of some sort, and Cousins is calling a play, and now he hiked the ball, and now he tossed it into the freaking ground, and there's a flag on the freaking play. And it's going to be a delay of game on the Vikings. Here's my reaction to that play. No, wait. I want the Niners to win. So here's my reaction. There we go. That's my reaction. Yeah, I told you. What did I tell you guys? That I'm going to be watching a fucking stream that's 2 minutes behind if I watch any of these streams that aren't one of the live ones. And then when I went to ABC, it wouldn't let me watch it. You guys tell me YouTube TV, but now I got to like stop what I'm doing and go sign up. See, so I'm going to be talking about plays that you already saw. Isn't it fun? Oh, look, a guy tackled a dude, and it's 0-0. Bosa made a tackle. That guy's so fake good. I bet all the fanboys want to buy his jersey and lick his balls. Oh, you guys are saying touchdown Vikings? You guys are ruining it for me. Damn it. I'm trying to react for you. You guys are going to ruin it. Nuh-uh, the Vikings aren't going to score. They're totally not going to score. You guys are lying. Trying to screw up my reactions. Fuck, they scored. All right, the Vikings totally scored because the Niners totally let them. The 49ers are probably playing possum.
I'll take you to it. Pick one of these on the right. With this first one, go into it. It'll load up, and see some shit will pop up like this, and you just go exit it out. You're going to have to open it, or you're going to have to exit out a few times. Like, come up here and I'll do this shit and just exit out. Hey, you're going to click into this, bro.
Yeah, bro, it'll be the same deal. I'll end up on a stream and I'll have to exit and click out and exit and click, and it won't be dead on live with the live game, man. That's the problem. All these streams on all these, I thought about that, and that's why I bought the NFL Plus for $7 a month thing today, and then just can't watch it. So don't know. I think I might like just get angry and just stop streaming and throw this stream in the trash and just forget it ever happened. I don't know, because now the one I'm watching ain't wanting to let me watch it, and I'm having to exit out and start it over. Such a pain in the ass. Yeah, sorry. Usually I like to have lots of fun and goof around on my live streams, but this is like having to do this and keep up with it and it be behind and it screwing up. Yeah, it's just messing up my mojo. I don't know if I like it. I'll have to figure something out that's better than this. I'm gonna go back to this NFL channel and see if I can't find the game, and maybe I just missed it or something. Bastards! Can't believe they would advertise that you can watch every game on this NFL Plus shit, but I can't. Lying bastard asshole pieces of shit. So glad I'm making NFL rig content this year to expose these pieces of shit. Telling me I can watch Monday Night Football and I can't? Assholes. Okay. So the 49ers just ran a play. I don't know what happened. Here's my reaction. Cool. Yeah, I'm on Stream East. Every stream I use is going to be behind. If you guys say it's on ABC, I went there and it has a lock symbol and it won't let me watch it. It makes me go through a cable provider. So you're lying. There's no such thing as a free stream that's caught up to the live TV. It doesn't exist. Yeah, guy says ESPN. Yeah, that's cable TV. I don't have cable TV. I don't watch TV. I don't have cable TV, fuckers. Yeah, it says ESPN Plus has it, but NFL Plus said that they have it too. But they don't. I can't find it. I just bought it, was just there, just looked, and it ain't fucking there. All right, a Viking guy ran a play, or a guy made a tackle. Who fucking cares? Stupid game. Okay, Brock Purdy called for a penalty. False start. Or George Kittle called for a false start. Kittle and his little diddle had a miss fiddle. Repeat, second down. Listening to the radio, that's even worse. I have to listen to what someone says and then repeat it back to you. That's the worst. Oh, Brock Purdy, complete over the middle to Jennings. 49ers on the move. All right, I'm looking into starting my free YouTube trial. This is something I don't want to have to do while I'm already in a live stream, is have to sit here and fuddle through this and create a password and all this crap. Such crap. Try it free. $52.99 a month for your first 3 months. Just try it free. You know what? Fuck that. Because I know me. I'll forget to unsubscribe and forget to cancel, and then they'll charge me. I know how I am. Screw them. We're going to use Stream East, and we're going to be behind live TV is what we're going to do. Oh, look, Brock Purdy just totally made a play out of bounds that you guys already saw. So you already knew that. Just letting you know that's what happened. This is going amazing, by the way. I'm going to have to do this more often. Not. I know, bro. This is bad. I thought it was going to be fun to do an NFL game breakdown, but it's an experiment. I never did this before, and so technical difficulties is part of the deal. And I don't deal with technical difficulties very well, as you can see. All right, time ticking out on the first quarter, and here's my reaction so far. There you go. That's my reaction so far. Well, at least someone's having fun. For those of you who are new here, this is not usually how it goes. Usually I just goof off the whole time and read comments. Now I actually have to pay attention to some shit that's behind. All right, end of the first quarter. Vikings are up 7-0. My pick is losing. Hey, what's up, Big Water? What's up, Bamos? You want more Asian fan lady impersonation? There you go. All the Asian Charger lady impersonations right there. Tell me I didn't just nail it. Hey, what's up, guys? Pat McAfee here. I want you to drink some Bud Light with me before the game. Hey, let's get drunk and bet on Fondul. I have a special guest. She restored my faith in humanity. Asian Charger lady. So you're totally not an actor with the NFL, right? No, me love Charger long time. So like you used to like the Vikings too? Me used to like Viking. Now me love Charger long time. There you go. Got to make it entertaining. That felt better. Felt better to do an impersonation and stop worrying about the stupid football game. Yes, Pat McAfraud. Good one. McAfraud. I like it. Javier says Pat's pick was solid. You analyzed the games pretty good, as I've been better for about 35 years. Your pick was, you analyzed the games pretty good. Pretty good as I've seen. I think that's what you meant. Pretty good as I've seen. Or whatever. I think that's what you meant. Okay. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, the Pats pick was because they kept talking about how the hoodie sucks at coaching and the game has passed them by. They'll say anything to get you to make an emotional bet. And so I kind of just went on a bunch of sites and saw what the talking heads were saying, and they were pushing a lot of bullshit. So I just went the opposite way of the bullshit on a lot of it. Oh, the game has passed the hoodie by. You know. All right, so we got a missed field goal by the 49ers. Looks like it was possibly a little bit of magnetic manipulation there. Looks like that one could have been a little magnetic manipulated. Yeah, I just looked up and saw that homeboy missed the field goal. Here's my reaction to that. That's my reaction. Ta-da! You guys want to bet over unders on my reactions? All right. Well, tonight, Ray Scotta, you might get Vikings winning in the first half, looking good, and then they'll bring in a bunch of Vikings money. So right now what they could be doing is letting a bunch of Vikings money come pouring in because they already got a ton of San Francisco money. So they could bring in a shitload of Viking money live right now. And then fourth quarter, Niners come rip roaring back, win the game, but maybe don't cover. I don't know. Can't say for sure. I guess we're going to find out together. Yeah, I don't know. I never feel good or confident about one of these damn games until the score comes insurmountable. You could be winning a bet and be up by a few scores, and then the final few minutes, some crazy shenanigans will go down, and you will end up getting screwed by a backdoor cover or something. So when it comes to the NFL, I never feel confident. Even when I have a great week and nail basically damn near all my picks, I still, the very next week, I'm like, I don't know. Could get a bunch of these wrong. I have no idea. You never know what they're really going to do. Like I said, there was a bunch of money on the Niners on this game, so I did agree with the public. All right, Niners come out and stuff the Vikings on first down. Carbon Owl is correct. Football is gay as fuck and boring. I know. I'm trying to make it fun as fuck and exciting, and I'm having difficulties, my friend, because of how gay and fuck is boring it is. It's very difficult for me to try and act like this is fun to watch. All right, Vikings dude just took a screen pass, and he rumbles his way for a first down. This is the point in the stadium, if you're a Vikings fan, where they blow that big gay horn that goes, "Ooh!" Every single time the Vikings get a first down, they blow their dumb Viking horn. Ooh! Stupid. All right, got a run play on first down. Dude got like a couple of yards or some shit. Here's my reaction. That's my reaction to that. Yes, all the Vikings fans love their skull. All right. Kirk Cousins is up at the line. It looks like he's changing the play. He doesn't like what he sees. He wants to change the play. Fades back in the pocket. Quick release. Immediately taken down for basically no gain. Here's my reaction to that. That was it. That was my reaction. We'll see what happens next play. Bet you guys weren't expecting that. All right. Second down and 8. It's a handoff, and everyone's missing tackles on purpose, and the dude gets like fucking a million yards. So stupid. Everybody at the line who could have tackled him totally just like stood there and then like reached their arm out. I'm watching the replay now. I don't know if this is going to be a top 10 most rigged play, but pretty stupid. The whole game is fake and phony, dude, like a wrestling match. So, like, two wrestlers don't have to script every single punch that they throw. They're not going to be like, I'm going to throw exactly 10 punches at you, and you have to pretend exactly 10 times for my 10 punches. Then we're going to go to the turnbuckle, and I'm going to give you exactly 2 foot stomps, but not 3. And then on the third one, I want you, no, they don't plan every little thing out, but it's considered scripted entertainment, correct? So, WWE guys can go out there and make up a little bit of shit, but still have the ending and the outcome all planned out. So in this case, you just do a little more planning. You see all the money in play. People are making live bets. So if you want to like increase action one way or the other, you can be like, okay, send in a fake interception right now. Too many people betting one way. We need a pick six going the other way to switch the action right now. And they can do that. They can have one team fumble, you start betting, and then that team fumbles it right back to the other team. I've seen Dak try to throw a pick on purpose for the Cowboys and it not go right. And on the next play, they repeat the same thing, and then he throws the pick. Any Cowboys fans here will know exactly what I'm talking about. Dak will try to throw a pick on purpose, screw up the throw, and then he'll back up on the next play and throw the same exact pass, same part of the field, and then it gets picked off. But, you know, some people want to think that it's all just real football. Oh, yeah. Everyone give Jake a like and a subscribe. This is the first time I've done this live reaction thing. I don't know if I'll do it again, but giving it a go for the first time ever. And thank you, David, for your trying to help me out with the links and with the super chat, buddy. I appreciate it. You're a good dude. All right, Vikings threatening to score, but now there's a flag down on the play. See, we got a guy defending the NFL. No, dude, he's not a bum. He throws picks on purpose. You think that guys suck, but how are they starters in the NFL if they suck and they're bums? They somehow made it to the NFL? Somehow? Funny how he didn't have too much problems in that last game that he played. So when they script him to look good, he looks fine. When they script him to throw interceptions, he sucks. All fanboys always say the same shit. No, bro, I'm right. You're wrong. It was scripted. Basically, I've proven it over and over again in my top 10 most rigged plays. Dak has ended up on the list more times than anybody throwing purposeful picks. If he was a bum, well, they would find some other guy. If it was real. Damn, the Vikings are just completing everything. It's on a second and what was it, 24. Now we're going to the third down. Vikings just grabbed a screen. They're going to go easily for a first down. Whoa, looks like the ball might have came loose too, but the Vikings got it. Got a super chat coming in. It says, Jake, what do you think about starting a Patreon where paid subscribers get your picks earlier than YouTube release? Yeah, I thought about doing it. The truth is, I just never kept up on Patreon, and I just always just did my stuff on YouTube. So I just been giving my picks away. And 3 weeks ago, I was basically 500 picking games, barely above 500. And then these last 3 weeks, I just went on an absolute terror. So now, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I could totally sell my picks and people would buy them now. But I'm thinking maybe I'll just finish out the year giving them away, and then maybe next year I might consider doing something like that. Maybe, I don't know. All right, so we're going to a commercial break at 7-0 Vikings, and Vikings threatening to score again. Looks like they might be rewarding the public again tonight. At least that's the way it looks so far. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that very much, sir. On this game, I had the Niners to win and cover. So this one's not looking good. Yeah, I whiffed on Thursday night with the Saints. And I was like, oh, man, that's a bad omen. This might be the week where my picks eat shit. And then I won every single game against the spread Sunday. and I was like, damn, too bad I didn't bet a bunch of money on any of those games. Whoops. And then tonight, I might lose this one. So if I lose this one, I'm going to finish the week 11-2 ATS. Yeah, we're on a commercial break right now, at least on my end. You guys might be so far ahead of me that you already saw that the Vikings already won the game, and I'm just sitting here watching the replay that's so far behind. Oh yeah, I got my records right here actually. Speaking of, look at this. Week 5, or excuse me, week 6 was 12-3 ATS, 12-3 money line. And then right now, adding up all my totals. Shit. What am I? All right, updating my records right now. Boom. There you go. Season record 63-39-3 and 69-36. Look at all those 6s and 9s and 3s. You would think that like somehow like that's been coded and blah blah blah. But guess what? Those numbers are going to change right after this game ends. And I'm just making my picks trying to get as many right as I possibly can. But you look, it's like, whoa, 6-3-3-9-3-6-9-3-6. That's just crazy. But after this game ends, it's going to change all these numbers so they won't be so Masonic looking. So before anyone accuses me of purposely having a Masonic season record and that I did that on purpose or something, just know that when this game changes, either way, it's going to move me to 64 wins or 40 losses, 70 wins or 30, 37 losses. So it's going to change the shit. So don't freak out. Not bad record, huh? Not too damn shabby, huh? Oh, 49er guy just slapped the ball away on third down. So now we got a field goal attempt. It's good. 10-0 Vikings. Spirit of Simeon says Zach Hubbard about to start a stream about me. Awesome. He can promote me and people will come to my channel. There's nothing he can do to hurt me because I picked games better than him the last 3 weeks by a lot. And the proof is on Sports Gematria's channel. So I'm subscribed to Sports Gematria's channel, and he proves every week that Zach loses every week. And I see all of Zach's losing picks on Sports Gematria's channel, so I don't see how he can say anything about me besides lies, and that's all Zach does. So I'm not worried about it at all. I'm more than capable of defending myself against lies, and then all the proof that Zach is picking worse than me is over on Sports Gematria's channel. So I don't even have to go dig up the proof. It's literally cataloged and waiting for me. Shout out to Sports Gematria's channel for literally proving Zach Hubbard is a scammer year after year, week after week. Dude is a legend. I've been accused of being Sports Gematria, but it is not me. It is not me. I call out Zach with my own mouth and my own face. But whoever it is, kudos to you, sir. Keep up the good work. So yeah, if Zach Hubbard says anything about me, I will easily just head on over to Sports Gematria's channel, grab the proof that Zach picks a bunch of wrong picks and lies about it, and then show how I pick nothing but winners lately, and I don't ever change my picks or ever lie about any of them. Yeah, it's going to be hard for a guy who scams people to say anything about a guy who gives away free picks that are winners. But Zach is literally one of the worst, most evil, nasty human beings that there is. So that's what his job is. He's paid to do that. That'll give me something entertaining to do. See, all the shills are fired up right now because I'm doing so well. I had such a great week last week and this week picking games, and I make the most fire NFL rig content on the web, the top 10 most unreal / rigged plays. And nobody can touch that content. It's the best content on the web as far as proving NFL football's fake. So if you haven't watched my top 10 most rigged plays of week 6 last week, you should definitely check that out after the stream, after the game. And then tonight, I'll binge watch the highlights. Tomorrow, I'll make the top 10 most rigged plays of week 7. I'll have it out for you Wednesday. Cool. That's how it works. Every Wednesday, I drop the top 10 most rigged plays of the week. There's a lot of new people here who think maybe I just make picks or whatever. No, picks is something new that I started doing. This channel blew up last year because I proved the NFL was rigged and scripted every single week with my top 10 videos. So the top 10 is the bread and butter of my sports content. My picks are just icing on the cake. The fact that I proved the NFL is rigged and scripted with my top 10s, and I pick so well at the same time, and I don't pick using talent or stats or whatever. I pick based on literally the game being scripted and phony. The fact that I have as good a record as I do, and I make the videos that I make, pretty tough to say I'm just a crazy dude who's wrong and lucky. Because that's what the fanboys have to say now. The fanboys stopped coming to my channel to make fun of me lately because my picks have been too damn good. So that they have to show up and be like, "You're crazy. The NFL's not rigged and scripted. You're just getting lucky picking all these games. You've never played football before." Good times. Okay, this guy's going to get banned unless he takes this back. One Malik says Zach Hubbard's the greatest. Check it out. I'm going to ban you forever unless you take that back and say you're just kidding and that he's a total piece of shit shill. Say he's a total piece of shit shill right now, or I'm banning you forever. And I'm going to assume you are Zach in a sock account. Okay? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. That's what I thought. I hope so. See, every once in a while, Zach shows up here with a sock account. And so, whenever I see someone promoting him or saying anything positive, I don't take it as a joke because he has come here and used sock accounts more than once. And then when I call him out and say, "That's you, Zach," then he shows up with his actual account. Pretty much to prove me right. And then he tells me that I'm a pussy if I don't go debate him. So he always wants me to go on his channel and debate. Oh, Purdy throws a pass over the middle. 49ers with a first down at the middle of the field. Here come the Niners. Jimmy Manson said Zach Hubbard is worse than Hillary Clinton. Ooh, burn. That's a super burn. Here's the thing. This isn't a YouTube beef. I call out scammers of all kinds. So I call out the crooked government. I call out these football players for playing pretend football. So it's not really beef. I just call out people who are fake, dishonest, disingenuous, right? Ingenuous. So anybody who's a scammer who ends up on my radar is going to get called out. And it's not so much a beef. It's that, like, I'm a good guy who likes to call out bad guys. And Zach's a bad guy. So there's other people who call out Zach for being a liar and a scammer who don't have a YouTube channel, but they just talk about him in comments being a liar and a scammer. And so, is that a beef? So people here in the comments who agree with me that he's a liar and a scammer, is that like a beef? No, it's just common fact that the dude is a liar and a scammer. And that's why most everyone who's ever dealt with him agrees. All right. 3rd down and 1. All right. I'm going to guess that the 49ers do a run play. I haven't seen it yet. It's happening now. All right. Yep, run play. He got it. Christian McCaffrey, the fakest running back in the league. Little white McCaffrey, who we're supposed to believe is the most dominant and powerful runner in the whole league. Christian McCaffrey is so good that instead of tackling him, guys dive at his feet and whiff. Guys run alongside of him rather than to push him out of bounds. Guys will purposely take wrong angles. Did I say the wrong guy? Was it not Christian McCaffrey? I have it on a little screen in the corner. Maybe I should have paid closer attention. All right, 2nd down and 11. The 49ers are in shotgun formation. Brock Purdy, not looking so purdy. Pocket breaking down, looking ugly. Completes a pass. 1st down. There you go. There's some announcing for you. Some live breakdown action. That's right. Zach, John, Pat, all a bunch of loser scammers. All right. So we're going to commercial break, it looks like. I think they're going to look at the measurement. I don't know. I don't have the sound on. I'm watching a game that's delayed behind the live game with no sound in a small screen, and I'm trying to run this stream at the same time. Is too much for any mortal man to try to do. I don't know how I'm even doing it so far. That must mean I'm immortal. It's the only logical thing that could be true. Louis Freely says, and McCaffrey takes a knee for Tebow. Oh, yeah. Here's my NFL racism joke. You guys might have heard it in my last live stream, but I'm going to perform it again. It goes like this. So I was really racist. You know, I thought white people were awesome and other races not so much. But then I watched an NFL football game, and in the end zone, they had a message painted that said, end racism. And so, you know what? I got to thinking, they're right. Maybe I should stop being racist. So I did. And let me tell you what, my life has never been better. Thank you, NFL, for curing my racism. There you go. That's my NFL racism joke. It's just a joke. It's not true. I'm still racist. Just just letting you know that it's just a joke. And I actually am very much a racist still, and that I was not cured. But it is funny that the NFL thinks that they might cure someone of being racist. Huh? Huh? Now that's a joke, huh? But up, bing. And I know you guys like it. That's why you're giving me the LOL treatment. Right? You know what's funny? Little dipshit channel today or yesterday, whenever, said I'm a failed comedian. It's like, no, bro, I'm a professional comedian on YouTube who gets paid to do this. Pays my rent with YouTube money. That means I'm a pro YouTuber and a pro comedian. So these little channels, that you want to use my name and slander me, they'll be like, he's a failed comedian. Like, the only ones that get to be super famous in Hollywood are sellout corporate comedians who push the mainstream narrative and make mainstream jokes, toe the corporate line. So basically, the only way anyone gets famous in Hollywood is to be a sellout corporate tool. So the fact I'm not a sellout corporate tool and I'm an independent comic who makes a living on YouTube means I'm a total success story. But there's guys who will say, you're a failed comedian if you didn't make it in Hollywood. Meanwhile, here I am paying my rent as a professional YouTuber, making people laugh. Seems to me I'm a successful comedian. Oh, they're totally jealous. But I've heard that line with music, and I've heard that line with comedy. Oh, Jake's a failed musician. Jake's a failed comedian. So then he became a YouTube grifter or something like that. And it's like, well, no. Successful musician, successful comedian, and successful YouTuber. Next time I put out a song that's awesome, everyone's going to like it and tell me how awesome it is, which will be a success. And that's what's going to happen when the football season ends. I'm going to put out new music. Yeah. I'm going to stop concentrating on fake sports. I'm going to concentrate on music for a good while. So, end of football season, new music coming your way. All right, back to the game. First down and 10, 49ers on the 20. Brock Purdy fires a pass to, who the hell was that? A tight end, some backup tight end guy. And we're first and goal now. Here's my reaction to that play. There, that's my reaction to that play. No, see, here's the thing. That word grifter, no one used that like a few years ago. That just became like a trendy word over the past couple of years to call anyone that whose job you're jealous of. So I have friends who play music for a living. Are they grifters? I've had people tell me that I'm a grifter and I don't have a real job. What is a real job? I have friends who play music for a living. I've been a professional musician. I used to sing in nursing homes for a living. Is that a grift? Is that not a real job? Who gets to decide what is and is not grifting? Who gets to decide what is and is not a real job? Seems to me guys who hate their job are the ones who are like, you're a comedian, you get to do what you want for a living and you like it and you enjoy it. You're a grifter. Get a real job. Yes, the ones who have the real job that they don't like are the ones who tell me I am a grifter and should get a real job. See how that works? Meanwhile, my job is to do what I'm doing. Make NFL rigged content, comedy, break down conspiracies, and react to this stupid football game. Christian McCaffrey just ran the ball and he just went down on like the 3-yard line. Ooh. See? Fucking professional, man. You think some amateur could come along and do this? Christian McCaffrey just did the ball Yay! Second and goal. Yeah, no amateur could do this. This is professional shit. Christian McCaffrey did the ball into the end zone for a touchdown. Little white boy, strongest guy in the world. He's the most dominant little white running back in the world. No big black buff guy can stop him. The little tiny good-looking white guy is the strongest, most awesome running back in the league. Isn't that amazing that there's no big buff badass fucking linebacker who knows how to make a tackle? And they just look at him run into the end zone, they dive at his feet, they pick their nose. Isn't that amazing? How this little white good-looking dude is the most dominant dude who ever fucking carried a football. Wow. He's got great genes, that guy. And you know what fanboys will say? Bruh, you don't know nothing about football. He's just that good. Christian McCaffrey is just a freak of nature, bruh. He really is that good. Yeah, man. And every single white quarterback just happens to be great looking. It's totally legit football. You guys like the Bears game where I picked the Bears to win because Tyson Bagent is a good-looking guy? I was like, I like the Bears to win because in a battle of backups, Tyson Bagent is a better-looking guy than Brian Hoyer. So that's why I'm taking the Bears, because I know that the people who run the league, they like to promote good-looking quarterbacks. So give me the secret Bagent man. And people, like, before the game happened, were like, dude, that's the stupidest, gayest reason to pick a football game. I can't believe anyone listens to you. And then, of course, after I get all the games right, including that game, and Tyson Bagent actually looks good, has a solid game, people are talking about him taking Justin Fields' job already. People are like, dude, how did you know that? He was like, dude, he was a better looking guy than Brian Hoyer. So it was an easy pick. Check it out. Tom Brady, fake greatest ever, would have never won any Super Bowls if it was real. Just so happens to be like the Justin Bieber lady boy, pretty boy of football. Just so happens to be. Imagine if Tom Brady, I don't know, had bad skin and pot marks and wore glasses and had like big ass floppy ears. Nope. Hey, who else is a great looking quarterback? I don't know. Joe Burrow? Go take a look at Joe Burrow and try to tell me that guy's ugly. Go take a look at Josh Allen and try to tell me that guy's ugly. I'm not here trying to talk about how great looking all these guys are. I'm making a point that the NFL likes great looking quarterbacks and they purposely promote them to make their products sell more. And it's so obvious. So here's my thing. If quarterbacks were real, then there would be at least one or two ugly dudes who are just as good and awesome as everyone else. Right? Show me the ugly quarterback in the league right now who's awesome. Basically, the only guys who are kind of ugly are the black dudes. And, let's face it. You got to have some black guys in there. I'm kidding, or am I? You decide. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence looks like a lady in a man's suit. I swear to God, when I see Trevor Lawrence, it looks like I don't know, it looks like a lady man of some sorts. Like they fused a lady and a man together and made this like hybrid football playing clone thing. I don't know. It just doesn't look like a natural human to me. All right, Vikings back to pass and shoved out of bounds for only 2.5 yard gain. 50 seconds left to go. Clock's ticking. They're in the hurry up offense. Oh shit, before the half. Are they going to score before the half? Are they going to turn it over before the half? Kirk Cousins completes the pass to some fucking guy, and he's tackled. But it looks like they got a first down. Clock's still ticking. And now it's stopped at 30 seconds. I don't have any sound, so I don't know who called timeout or what. Yeah. I'm talking about quarterbacks specifically. If you look at Tom Brady and you look at Joe Burrow and Matt Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, all the like main marquee white quarterbacks, like there's not like an ugly dude in the bunch. You get what I'm saying? That's not by accident. And then if you look at like some of the quarterbacks like who are backups, who are just average looking. Perhaps, they would be better starters if they were better looking. What I'm getting at is like the NFL seems to reward certain quarterbacks for their face, for the way that their face looks, because they know they can sell jerseys to women with a good looking man on TV and can sell jerseys to men with a good looking man on TV. And you won't even know it. You might be totally straight and you won't even know that you're worshiping these men. You think you're doing it because you're a sports fan, but really, they got you worshiping men who play with balls in tights, slap each other's ass, and play grab ass, right? So, of course, they're going to promote the bestest looking guys in a sport where they slap each other's ass in tights and play with balls, right? Third down and 6, 16 seconds left. Oh my God. Wow. Yep, Vikings touchdown just before the half, of course. There's always a team that scores just before the half ends. Always. You can't have anybody waiting back there at the end zone. Don't have a safety deep at the goal line just in case. No. It looked like the dude picked it off at first. I want to see the replay here. How the hell did he not? This might go in my top 10. Oh, yeah, he let it go. He should have had that picked off, and then he just handed it back to him. Okay. Oh, but they missed the extra point. So now it's only a 9-point lead. Leslie Guy says, you look so awesomely happy. I'm experimenting doing this reaction thing, and it's not my favorite so far. So I'm just going to try and get through it, and maybe I can improve upon it next time. But yeah, not as fun as my normal live streams. So I don't know if this is going to be something I continue doing. And if I do, I'm going to have to like figure out a better way to do it. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not having a bad time either. I've pretty much adapted to watching a game without the sound that's delayed behind everybody. And you guys are going to ruin it and tell me what's happening before it happens. And I pretty much just accepted that's what's going to happen. No, I don't have Instagram. Okay, I'll give you Peyton Manning was a bit of a horse face. Sure. That's about all you got, though. Because Joe Montana was a decent looking dude. And Marino was a decent looking dude. Elway was a bit of a Elway and Manning are a bit of a horse tooth dude, but they aren't like the ugliest dudes I ever saw. I'll give you Peyton Manning, but you can't discount what I said like there's nothing to it. They don't promote good-looking quarterbacks. Tom Brady was the best ever for real naturally. You got to remember, it's all fake football, bro. They chose Tom Brady for a reason. A, his daddy was a bazillionaire. And then B, he had that face. If it was real football, he would have never won any Super Bowls. All right. Get rid of this. All right. Flutie Flakes. Yeah, a little flutie. All right, so we're at halftime. Check it out. Here's the difference between real football and fake football. In real football, the pocket collapses in like 1 second, and the quarterback has to get rid of the ball in like 2 seconds. That's what happens. Go watch a real high school game with a real pass rush. It gets there so fast. In the NFL, you'll see a defensive end get right around the tackle and get a sack within 1 second. And then for the rest of the game, he'll run right into the tackle and just go, oh, I can't get around you. Oh, I can't get around you. Quarterback's in the pocket all day. That's fake football. There's no such thing as a pocket that's just perfect for like 6-7 seconds while a quarterback's like, in real football, go watch like two good high school teams play or a good high school team play a shit high school team. That pocket collapses so fast. When guys are really trying to get to the quarterback for real, they're so hard to stop. So you can be a great lineman, but to have to keep a guy from getting to the quarterback the whole goddamn game is so hard. In the NFL, they'll script that a defensive lineman gets his 1 sack for the game. And on that 1 sack, he'll go whoop right past the lineman, tackle the quarterback immediately. But then for the rest of the game, he's not scripted to get any more sacks. So then he just has to run into the lineman in front of him. You see all the tackles and all the defensive linemen. Hi! Uh, 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 I can't get to the quarterback. It's so stupid. Actually, I might even be able to bring up, because we're at halftime, some like semi-pro football, like real football that guys pay to play. There's guys out there, uh, there's like adult leagues where you pay to play football and it's real. And guess what? It doesn't look like the NFL, not because they're amateurs, but because it's real. So it's a dogfight and nobody can really score that easy. And the team with the better athletes pretty much always wins. That's real football. And so the pocket collapses really quick. Let me find like a semi-pro game that's real and show you guys some of what I'm talking about. All right, so this is Modesto Raiders football, semi-pro football game. And these guys are playing for real. They pay for their own pads, and they play real football for fun. And so when I see these guys, like the pocket collapses like so quick. And you see there's not that many people in the stands. So watch the pocket right now on this play. Watch how quick this dude is under pressure. You see what I'm saying? That's how quick you're under pressure in real football. You can't fucking sit back there and do this like, oh, shit, dude. Like, so in real football, the pocket breaks down in like 2 seconds, even at the peewee level. 2 peewee teams playing for real. Generally, if they have good pass rushers, they get to the quarterback so fast. Nobody can sit back there and pass. That's the difference between fake football and real football. In the NFL, all the defensive linemen run right into the offensive linemen on purpose over and over and over again like a bunch of morons. Nobody's actually trying to get to the quarterback on every play like they are like this. This is real deal football. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's defense. Defense. Yeah. That's some defense right there, boy. Oh, that's fucking real right there. That's for real. They're trying to get that motherfucker. Trying to run him down. And got it. See, and actually did run him down too in the end zone still. See, these dudes are playing for real. Look at this guy under duress. Oh, getting eaten up and swallowed. Look at this. Can't make a throw. He can't get out of the pocket. This is what happens in a real game when one team starts whooping another team. The quarterback can't do jack shit. Can't even make one good pass to anybody. Can't even stand in the pocket for a second. This is real football. This is what it looks like. It's not that entertaining to watch one team whoop on another. Look at that. Ouch. Sorry, Leslie. Yeah, this is a football stream tonight. So sorry that it's not your thing. I didn't mean to upset you. I'll do a regular live stream next time. This was something I tried for the first time. And if it's not your favorite, I apologize. Have a good night. All right. So you see the difference between real defense? See how like the one team, like on every play, the dude would fade back, and there's instantly a dude right in his face. Yeah, that's what happens. And so if football was real, everybody would bet on the good team. Everybody would win, and Vegas would go broke. So that's why there's not real football that you can bet on. So the college games are fixed. NFL is fixed. If you want to see real football, well, you got junior college football that's not fixed. You got high school football. You got peewees, and you got semi-pro. But college D1 and NFL are both going to be fixed. If there's a betting line, then it's going to be fixed. When there's no betting line, then you're going to see like what you just saw there. Like if you watch 2 junior colleges play, you're going to see Similar football to what we just watched. A quarterback running for his damn life on every play. Oh, dude, not worth any of the injuries. Are you kidding me? So, yeah, if you're like 40 years old and you want to relive your glory days and play some football, you're in your late 30s, 40s, and you want to do that sort of thing. To me, yeah, like, busting up your knee or your legs, let's say you actually tear, your Achilles or have to get surgery or some shit because you're playing a kids game because you want to be like the guys on TV who are playing fake football. I'll bet you all those dudes playing that semi-pro football probably watch the NFL and think it's real. I'll bet you all of them wish that they were in the NFL. That's the sad thing. Um, I came to the conclusion for sure, Falcons and Patriots Super Bowl when Brady had that big comeback at the end. That's when I was like, okay, for sure, it's rigged in these big games, and the NFL is letting the Patriots win, and the Falcons literally like lost on purpose. It was like that's when I realized, like in the big games, that they're fixed. But I thought that it was only like those big games, so I didn't know every single player was in on it on every game. I thought that was maybe just for the Super Bowls or whatever. So that was my first taste of it. But then 2 seasons ago is when I found out all the players are in on it. Every game's fake, the whole season and the preseason. There's no such thing as real football that you can bet on. So there is no pro football that's real. And so figuring out all the players are in on it and all my years of watching like was basically a waste of time. Yeah, it was a pretty tough pill to swallow. And as far as how far back the rigging goes, I've heard stories that it goes back as far as the 60s and 70s, Super Bowl 3, the league merger, the Jets winning, Joe Namath guaranteeing victory before it happened. So I've heard that the rigging goes back that far, but back then there wasn't nearly as much money as there is now being bet on these games. So now it's a multi-billion dollar betting industry. Back then, I don't even think there was $1 million on a game. So were they rigging up games in certain situations like the Super Bowl and whatnot? Yeah, but I think back then you could have just like the quarterbacks in on it and the refs, and you could control a game and get your outcome. Whereas now every player has to be in on it because you can bet on every play, every player prop. You could bet on this guy to score, that guy to score, this guy to get that many yards, and you can tease the scores and parlay teams, and the big underdog and the big favorite, and there's so many ways to bet over under team totals to where there's so much money being bet now that they have to script it out, and that's why the games look so weird and they don't even really look like real football anymore, is because there's so much money they can't leave it to chance. When you're talking about billions of dollars, nothing is left to chance. They can't just let some teams play a real game. People will be like, dude, they're not going to rig a preseason game. Yes, the fuck they do. You think they're going to let a couple $100,000 bet on a game just go to chance because it's preseason? No. They're going to script that shit too. If somebody, let's say in Vegas, was to drop $1 million bet live, they can totally flip flop the outcome of a game during a game if they want. So they can flip a script during a game if the live betting money came in super hard. All they'd have to do is just relay it to the players on the field during a stoppage in the game, halftime, commercial break. Hey guys, changing script. Now you're going to need to let the other team score and they're going to win. So as easy as that. got a super chat coming in. Kevin Jones says, think of all the bad Super Bowls in the 80s through the mid 90s. Yeah. But back then, there wasn't nearly as much money. So you had to like have a bookie, an illegal bookie, or go to like Las Vegas or like Atlantic City or something like. So not nearly as many people were betting. Now I can drop my life savings on the game while it's live. People can get drunk, see that their team is winning by 2 touchdowns, and think it's a foregone conclusion, and they'll drop $5,000 on a game, like where they're getting terrible odds, like minus 1,000 or some shit because their team's winning, and they think it's a foregone conclusion. And then in a few minutes, bing, bang, boom, now it's a tie game, and they're like, oh shit, I wish I wouldn't have did that. So they can get you to back out of your bet, make a stupid bet. Now that live betting is a thing, they can trick you by having, I don't know, Aaron Rodgers go down so that you think for sure the Bills are going to win. And look, the Jets still win the game without Aaron Rodgers. See, it's a trap. So anytime they have the superstar quarterback go down and you think, they're going to lose, just remember that time that they trapped everyone with Aaron Rodgers' fake injury. And so if you see a high-profile quarterback go down, like let's say Pat Mahomes goes down, they have to have a backup come in. Just consider that the Chiefs might still win anyway. You know what I'm saying? They expect you to flip-flop and go the other way and bet live and make an emotional decision with your money. They've got it down to a science. So come Super Bowl time, I'm expecting this year a fake script like last year. Hey, guys, here's the script for the Super Bowl. Remember last year, a leaked script came out with the Eagles winning by 3 points, and the Eagles lost by 3 points. People were like, look at this leaked script, Jake. What do you think about the leaked script? I'm like, I'm staying away from that. And in fact, I think I want to go with the Chiefs now because of it. So this year, watch out for any leaked script. And if any anonymous Twitter account was to say before a playoff game or the Super Bowl that the quarterback's going to go down with an injury, don't fall for it and go making a bet, because one thing the Twitter account doesn't tell you is who's going to win the game. So there was this Twitter account that supposedly said Aaron Rodgers was going to get hurt before the game. Did the Twitter account tell you to bet on the Jets anyway? No. See? Twitter account didn't tell you Jets were going to win anyway. Twitter account just said Aaron goes down. So if before the Super Bowl, some Twitter account says so-and-so is going to go down, and then they do or don't, whatever, just don't fall for it. Whatever news comes out, don't fucking take it, and instead think that that's to get you to bet a certain way. Look at going the opposite way. That makes sense? I hope so. Oh shit, we're already into the third quarter, and I stopped paying attention to the game. All right, 49ers. Well, I don't know what just happened. Oh. Are they reviewing it to see if it's a fumble or what? Oh, he's down. Nope. I don't know. It's close. Close call. I think he's down. Sports Gematria's channel, the one that makes the one that proves Zach is a scammer and calls him out. I like him, if that's who you're talking about. But if you're talking about using Gematria to decode, I don't try to do that because I don't try and pull numbers out of my ass. because I think that I do a better job looking at the spread number and then looking at their record numbers and their record numbers against the spread. So the numbers I care about are the numbers I see: team record, record against the spread, and the spread. And from that, I can get at least a direction where I think I want to go. And then I look at the storylines and then the players on the team, like, how they're being talked about in the news by the talking heads, stuff like that. So I pick using like a fade the public mentality in most cases, and then using storylines. And so I've done well this season not using any sort of gematria or decoding. And the guys who do that, they have to like pull a number out of their ass and plug it in and then hope that that number works. And the problem with that is you can spend a bunch of time going, if the 49ers lose, they can get their 38th loss in the 38th day in the 38th year, and my mom queefed 38 times. Or if the Vikings win, then they can get their 117th win in the 117th parallel of the prime meridian, and my friend lives on 117th Street. So, tough call. Take both teams on the money line. Congrats to the winners. See, that's a Zach Hubbard pick. So I don't like using all this gematria, coming up with all these numbers, and then let's say you get it wrong. Well, then what did your numbers matter? So I'd rather, let's say, if I get this game wrong, I'll be like, well, I thought they were going to throw the public a bone, so I bet the Niners. That's it. I don't have to be like, oh, well, I thought the 49ers were going to get their 87th win on the 87th day because the Queen queefed 87 times on 87th Street. So I thought that was what's going to happen. So to me, if you pick all these numbers and then you're wrong, it makes you look even worse. Whereas I'm just like, I think Tyson Bagent's going to win because he's better looking than Hoyer. And if I'm wrong, I don't have to explain why my numbers were wrong. I'll just be like, well, I guess the guys who run the NFL didn't think Tyson Bagent was as good looking as I did. That's ridiculous. Now I don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh, this guy's going to say I'm guessing. Everybody guesses, dude. Every sports pick is a guess. Like the guys who do gematria and get it wrong, that's a guess. They're just using gematria to make their guess. So everybody who makes a sports pick is guessing. Okay? So if you think I just guessed right and I'm just the luckiest guy who also happens to make the top 10 most rigged videos and I just got lucky guessing, you can think that. But the truth is, I watch all the highlights and I know about all these stupid teams. Even if I don't know all the players, I know what the NFL's basically doing with a lot of these teams. So it's kind of easy after you get to week 6, 7, 8 to just start fading the public in spots. It's pretty easy. Yeah, we're on a commercial break. Okay, so here's like gematria that I'll point out. Okay, in the Bears game, there was one guy on the field who had an orange long sleeve shirt that was baggy hanging out of his uniform. None of the Bears players had a baggy orange shirt except one guy. What number was he? Can anyone guess what number the guy with the Bears was who had the big baggy orange jersey? He had 2 picks in the same game. The one guy with the big baggy orange jersey. Guess what his number was? Take a wild guess. Winner. So yeah, do they have numbers and do they encode stuff? Yeah, but here's the thing. You can't tell me that Jaylon Johnson was going to have 2 picks in that game because he's number 33 beforehand. So tell me that there's gematria in the games and I'll be like, yeah, okay, predict with it. Did anyone predict Jaylon Johnson was going to have a baggy orange shirt hanging out of his 33 jersey and that he was going to get 2 picks and a pick 6 in the game? No. So like I said, is there numbers encoded? Sure. Can you predict with them accurately? No, you can't. You will be wrong if you try. I've seen Zach get it wrong so many times. I've seen lots of people get it wrong a lot. So if you try and plug in numbers beforehand, your chance of getting it wrong is pretty high. After the fact, if you look at the numbers after it's all over, well, then, yeah, you can be like, look, 87 here and 87 there, 87 all up in your underwear after the game. But before the game, if you're like, oh, 87 this, 87 that, 87, 87, 87, and then the game turns out to be a draw or you lose or whatever, then you have to explain like how your fucking numbers just, you picked the wrong riddle. You pulled a number out of your ass and stuck it in there and it didn't happen. All right, Vikings 3rd down and 5. First down. Here's my problem. Anytime I say here and then there, I also must make a rhyme about underwear. It's like something that like what happened when I was a kid. Like I started rhyming stuff, and then like now when I'm an adult, if I say here and there, then either in my head or out loud, I pretty much have to like rhyme it with underwear. So it's terrible. It's a curse. I don't wish it upon anybody. Jason G says they do, but you can't predict. Like I said, the numbers line up after the fact if you plug in the numbers after. But if you try to do it beforehand, you're going to get it wrong a lot of the times, like Zach. And then you'll either have to lie about it or change your pick. So if you want to prove me wrong and try and pick better than me every week using gematria, feel free to do it and pick every game, money line and against the spread, same way I do using ESPN. And go head to head with me every single week. I'll do what I do, and then you do gematria, and we'll go head to head. Now you're lucky because I already dominated these last 2 weeks. So if you started next week and I had a bad week, then you could be like, see, I'm better than you. But I'm pretty sure that you didn't pick every game and do better than me this week. Pretty positive you didn't. Looks like the Vikings got away with a little push off there. Looks like the 49er defense is playing pretty soft today. Oh, it looks like he was supposed to pick that one off. It looks like they screwed that up. That almost looked like it was supposed to be a turnover. All right, if on the next play it's a turnover, first, then we'll know that they meant to turn it over right there. Sometimes they try to turn it over, but it doesn't happen, and then they repeat the play and turn it over on the very next play. Ooh, that was close. Andy changes her underwear daily. She just wants you guys to know. Oh, incomplete pass in the end zone. 3rd down and 10. Yes, I'm sorry, Leslie. I'm trying something new tonight. This might be the only time I ever do this. Next live stream I do, no football game on. I promise. Promise. But this one's already more than halfway over, so I'm just gonna ride it out, just in case there's a incredible last second win or outcome or something that I can react to. Yeah, Justin, I just started watching the highlights. I have to binge watch them all tonight. That's usually what I do on Monday. So after the Monday night football game ends, I literally just sit here, watch like 2-3 highlight videos in a row, go outside, smoke a bowl, come back in, watch another few, smoke a bowl, watch another few. I just binge watch like basically all of them. And then I write down my plays on paper. I just write down all the ones that I think are the most rigged. And I put stars next to the ones I like the best. And so I already got right here Bears and Raiders, the Jalen Johnson, number 33, with his 2 picks. He's definitely going in. So anyway, yeah, I write down all my plays, and then I have to narrow them down and make the list. And then I usually have the list basically done by like 2-3 in the morning. And then Wednesday, when I wake up, is when I start making it. Or excuse me, Tuesday. I wake up, I start making it, and I spend all day Tuesday. So yeah, by the end of Tuesday, it's finished, and then I'll upload it Wednesday. That'll be the plan. All right, we got a flag on the play. Backing the Vikings up. Be 2nd and goal. All right. You got Cousin in shotgun. He's yelling out some instructions to his men. Got a pass to whatever the guy's name is, and he totally gets tackled short of the end zone. Here's my reaction. Moo, 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 moo. Ooh, 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 all right, there you go. I think I just turned into a car alarm there. All right, 3rd and goal. Cousins, back to pass. Misses the touchdown throw. Looks like he should have had it too. Looks like he purposely missed it. Here's my reaction to Cousins purposely missing the touchdown throw. That's my reaction. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass to have to like try and watch a football game and do a stream at the same time. It's not nearly as fun as I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be like a new thing that I like. So far, I don't know if I like it. Hopefully, you guys think it's okay. I know Leslie Guy doesn't like it. All right. air conditioning on? I feel like it's hot in here. Thanks, Bunny Trails. I appreciate that. Tonight, trying something new. Had a few little technical difficulties, whatever. But yeah, I saw some other people doing these play-by-play reactions, and they had like thousands of people watching. And I was like, dang, just to watch somebody do a reaction to a game. So I thought I'd give it a go just to see if, like, having 49ers and Vikings live in the title would draw in a shitload of fanboys or what. But no, we just have about the same amount of people as usual, about 300 right now, a little over 300. And we're usually between like 300 and 400. So these are pretty much just the same numbers we get pretty much anytime. So no difference there. I was wondering if I would see like an increase by having a live NFL play-by-play reaction, but I guess not. Oh, that's nice of you, Leslie Guy. I appreciate that. David Yount agrees. But then he said, I'm not talking about that hot comment. Yeah, you are. Shut up. You totally agree with her that I'm hot. Purdy in the pocket. Completes to McCaffrey. First down. All right, Niners down, 12 points, and an extra 7 on top of that with the spread. So the Niners are down 19 points, basically, if you bet on the spread. It's not looking good. They're going to need to get to the end zone like 3 times in this game if they're going to somehow come back and even just win and cover the spread. Well, they need to get there 2 times if they're going to win and get the extra points. And then they need to get there 3 times if they're going to cover the spread. So this one's going to be rough. Doesn't look like they're going to cover the spread. And some guy just said they just scored. Kittle just got deep into Minnesota territory. And McCaffrey, of course, breaks a tackle. Well, a dude tried to go for McCaffrey's feet. McCaffrey walks in the end zone. Okay. Like I said, McCaffrey is made out to be like he's unstoppable. And whenever you watch anyone try and tackle him, they usually just like walk up to his feet and fall on their face. So yeah, it looks like that one might be in my list right there. That looks like a. You watch the tackle attempt on the replay here. Yep, there it was. So fake. NFL fanboys here to set the record straight. McCaffrey is just that good. It's really hard to tackle him. I know he's just so white and big and strong and athletic that none of the much bigger, faster, stronger, more athletic black guys can tackle him. Isn't that crazy? How he's just that good that none of the dudes who are bigger and stronger and faster than him can tackle him because he's that good. Danielson says, "Hey, I'm back. Missed you, Jake the asshole. Glad you're back. Welcome back, sir." Am I 10 minutes behind? I'm that far behind now? I know they can still beat the spread. That score right there made it a possibility. 2 more scores will definitely get the job done. Well, 2 touchdowns, that is. 2 touchdowns will get it done. All right. Suddenly the momentum may have swung in the Niners' way, but now we got a Niner guy down on the ground. I don't know if he's really hurt or pretending to be hurt. That gives me a topic to segue into injuries. People ask me about injuries. Sometimes guys get hurt for real, sometimes it's fake. So, Aaron Rodgers' injury, for instance, fake. That guy who just went down right there, I don't know, could be real. So, I'm not going to say every injury's fake. I'm not going to say every injury's real. It's just like the WWE. Guys get hurt sometimes by accident, and sometimes it's a fake injury for storylines. So, for instance, in the WWE, guys have accidentally, you know, blown out their knees, torn their Achilles, broke their neck, what have you, in the middle of a match where they were just pretend fighting. And so, even if you're pretending to fight, there's still that chance that you can accidentally get hurt. And then there's a storyline scripted injury. So if somebody needs to take some time off, whatever, if somebody needs to be away from television for a while, you can have a wrestler wrap a chair around another wrestler's head and then smack a chair against the chair, and it's like it's supposed to hurt their neck, and then they're out. Or you wrap the chair around their leg and make it look like you're snapping their leg or something. There's many ways that they've faked injuries. So you can have a fake injury for storyline, and you can have a real injury that accidentally happened. It's like being a professional stunt man. If the stunt goes well, then you can walk away completely fine, not a scratch on you, make a paycheck, everything's great. Whereas if something goes bad on a stunt, well, you could be badly injured, need to go to the hospital, maybe even die. So there have been stuntmen who've had a stunt go wrong where they ended up getting seriously injured. So it's the same kind of thing when people say, "Are these injuries real?" It's like, well, yeah, accidents happen sometimes. No, no, I'm a white guy. I don't know why you would think I'm Hispanic. You're the first person to ask if I'm Hispanic, I think, ever. I'm a cholo spick. Yep, I'm a cholo spick, essay. Hey, Holmes, you want to go riding in my lowrider, essay? All right. Alfwiz says, I changed your Ravens pick to Lions on a parlay. That was a costly decision. I will be ready this week. Hey, don't worry about it, bro. I had, you know, I went 11-0 against the spread, and I didn't even bet on any of the picks. I was in Reno in a place where I could have bet in cash in person, and I was watching my friend's band play. I went to Reno to see my friend and his brother play at the Peppermill Casino, and I had such a great time and partied with them and hung out with them after the show, and then went crashed out in my van. And then by the time I got up, it was like the early games were already almost over. And I looked at my phone and I was winning every one of them. And I'm like, fuck, should I bet on any of these afternoon games? I'm like, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with any of them. so then I left Reno and I didn't even make a bet. And then by the time I got home, I'm like, fuck, I won every single game and I didn't win any money on any of them. Fuck. So yeah, that's my curse. Best day ever picking spreads, and I didn't make any bets. I don't have a pile of money to show you. You know what? In next week, if I did try to bet next week, watch, I would end up having a bad week. That's how the curse works. If next week I try and bet big on all my picks, that'll be the week where I go like fucking 6-8 or some shit. That'll be how it works. Yes. I'm white except for my penis. I have a black man's penis, which is extra weird. And it's not even big. It's just an average sized black man's penis. You would think that if I had a black man's penis, it would be big. Nope. I'm cursed. I'm a white guy with a black man's penis that's only average size. I wouldn't wish it on anyone, man. Wouldn't wish it on anyone. Come on, that's a funny joke right there. I just made that up. That's good stuff. Let's write that one down. Homeboy right here, he might have the right idea. He says he bet 500 money line Minnesota to get 1250. Ooh, well, you're looking like you could possibly cash that in. I'd still be nervous if I was you, though. That's the one good thing about me not betting a bunch of money like on this game or anything. Because I thought about it. I was like, shit, I won all my picks and I didn't win a big pile of money or nothing. So maybe I should just bet a big pile of money on this 49er game. And I was like, nope, the public's on it. And this might be one that I lose. So nope, still too much of a puss to bet my own picks. And it's looking like a good idea that I didn't bet this game. Imagine going 11-0 and you don't bet any of them. And then you do bet this game on Monday and lose. And on your best week ever, you lose. No. Nope. You guys are taking my joke literally and like explaining it out. Yep. Like young Judah, black men penises being large is a misconception. We're just slightly above average. Bro, the whole joke is that like he said I was black from the waist down. And so I was like, no, it's just my penis. And it's not even big. It's just an average size one. That's the whole joke, see? The misconception needs to be there for my joke to be funny. Yeah. right. I don't know about you guys, but I like to watch the nightly news on the big black cock. Primal Warriors is what happened to your Spherage parody account. It's still around. I just haven't done anything with it because he's boring. There's no new drama with him, and all he does is just make the same video, just making fun of people who eat vegan food or who work out. So all he does is just the same video, and he doesn't do anything really for me to make fun of as much. He became so boring that he's not worth my time and energy. So I stopped making fun of him. If he has some major drama go down, again, then I'll fire the account back up again. All right, the Vikings in 49er territory. Dude just jumped off sides. Got both teams pointing at each other. It's either going to be false start or offsides. False start on the Vikings. OJ Toothpaste says I'm missing the Burger King commercials. Oh, I just had an incomplete pass on first down, 2nd and 15. Oh yeah, that BK, have it your way. Yeah, I hate that shit, dude. It's annoying. It's almost as annoying as seeing Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce every single day on every single commercial. Even on my channel, they run commercials with Mahomes and Mahado. Kelce, just like, can't escape it. Shoves State Farm down my throat. Oh, he looks seriously injured. Stop the game. Cancel the game. Let's give him the DeMar treatment. Come on, guys. Some injuries are more important than others. Sometimes you just wheel a guy off the field. Other times you have to stop the whole game, right? Like that time with DeMar. Yeah, that time we had to stop the whole game. Is this one as important to stop the whole game? Must not be. Must not be quite as important. No, see, he's getting up. If you stand up, you're not as important, and they don't stop the game. If you don't stand up, well, then you're important, and they need to stop the game. They used to put guys on stretchers and wheel them out, but now, if a guy's hurt bad enough, just cancel the whole game and then reschedule it again. Maybe. Yes, DeMar was a Freemason ritual. I called it out as being fake the whole time. I showed everybody kneeling except for Neil. I showed everyone fake crying. I showed all the 33 symbology, 33333 everywhere. Meanwhile, John, National Sports Entertainment, he says Damar Hamlin died on TV. Yeah, the guy that says I stole his picks, the guy who I did better than picking games. Yeah, he says Damar died on TV. Meanwhile, I told everyone it was fake, pointed out all the numbers and the symbology. No, he didn't, dude. You're an idiot. He fake passed out. You don't know if he took the vax. So now you're literally saying what John said, that he had a vax attack. So you know everyone's vax status and you test it. You know what's in there. You know what's in everybody's concoction. Okay, fanboy. That's gonna get you put in timeout right there. You're in timeout, sir. Yeah, I'm thinking I might have to do a video showing how John told everybody that DeMar died on the field and got cloned. And meanwhile, I was like, okay, DeMar fake passed out and everybody fake cried. A bunch of people kneeled except for number 33, Neil. Oh yeah, but we're supposed to pretend that it was a vax attack? Sure. Sure. Just happened to be well timed enough that they had everybody ready to fake cry and kneel except for number 33 Neil, and everybody on the announcing staff happened to have scripted lines ready to go, and the doctor said it was commotio cordis. Field goal good by the Vikings, up 22-14, 20 seconds left in the third. So the fact that the YouTube doctor came out and said it was commotio cordis within like minutes of him going down proves my point that it was all fake and that the doctor's hired. So if it was an unexpected vax attack, they wouldn't have a YouTube doctor ready to go within 5 minutes calling it commotio cordis. Now, would they? They wouldn't have everybody ready to kneel except for number 33 Neil if it was real, right? Exactly. Yes, I know I'm spot on with DeMar. I was automatically one of the first guys to hoax it, to say it was a hoax, say it's all fake, not real at all. Meanwhile, all the anti-jabbers were like, he died because of the jab. I don't like jabs, so therefore, anyone who goes down, it's because of the jab. Here's the thing, I'm anti-jab, but I'm not going to pretend I know everyone's jab status on television. And I'm not going to pretend if someone on TV pretends to pass out that it's because of the jab. Oh, so you saw the chemical concoction that DeMar Hamlin took and you tested it and you know for sure that it caused heart inflammation and he had heart inflammation in that game, and then everybody fake cried and then everyone kneeled except for number 33 Neil, and then the Monday Night Football crew just so happened to have an hour worth of scripted lines ready to go, prepared. Oh, and the doctor came out within 5 minutes of it happening and said for sure it's commotio cordis. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You gotta think. You know what's way easier? Faking it. Just having him fake it. Yeah, that's way easier. And that's what happened. Okay. Just banned a dude calling me schizo. Anyone else want to step up and call me schizo for saying that things are fake, that are clearly fake? Go ahead. I will ban you. You'll never speak here again. And I won't miss you. Like that guy. The guy that I just banned called me a schizo because I said DeMar Hamlin's injury is fake. It is. It's fake. Fakest, stupidest thing ever. That doesn't make me schizophrenic. And here's the thing, nobody knew who he was or what he looked like before he was in the news because he was like a third stringer. So if they replaced him with an imposter, to screw with people, to get you to say things like, he's cloned. That could be part of their plan. But that doesn't mean that he died from a jab. So they may have replaced DeMar with an imposter because they know he was a third string player that nobody really paid attention to or really knows what he looks like. And they know that they can bait losers like John into saying, DeMar Hamlin died on TV, and then they cloned him. DeMar Hamlin has been cloned because I saw a tattoo on his neck, and it was different. DeMar Hamlin didn't have the tattoo on his neck, and he died on TV. I'm John. Don't be sorry you got a buzz. Be happy you got a buzz. You guys know what I made for the first time ever? Homemade booze. I saw a YouTube video here on YouTube that said to make homemade wine, all you need is fruit juice, yeast. Doesn't even have to be winemaker's yeast. It can even just be bread maker's yeast and sugar. And that's it. Did you know that you can make homemade booze really easily? I didn't know it was that easy. And so I watched a video on YouTube and it was like, oh, all you need is just buy a jug of juice and then put a cup of sugar in it and then just put half a teaspoon of yeast, shake it up, and then loosen the cap so that it's a little bit loose so that the when it bubbles up that it doesn't cause it to explode. And then just wait for like 3 weeks or a month and you have wine. And I was like, no way, I didn't know it was that easy. So I totally made my own wine. And the first thing people bring up is jail and prison booze. And it's like, no, it's not the same thing as prison wine because like prison wine is made in a nasty, unsanitary prison, you know, and you're trying to keep it secret from the guards and you're using things like table scraps. So prison wine would be like your leftover juice from dinner or whatever, and then some table scraps left over, like maybe some leftover bread or something, and then you're putting that in some maybe plastic bag and then hiding it in some corner or something. So prison wine isn't the same as homemade wine. You know what sounds better? Homemade wine. You're making wine at home. I don't live in prison. I bought some juice, put some yeast and some sugar in it. It's not unsanitary at all. So homemade wine, not prison wine. Yeah, so I tried it for the first time just using just regular juice, not even using the fruit, because I just wanted it to be like super easy just to see if it would work. And it totally works. It does. UFO Nut says I learned how to make magic mushrooms from YouTube University. Yeah, I've been growing my own for like years, so I always have plenty of mushrooms. Always. Yeah, I've been growing my own for many years. Primal Warrior says, "Are you rich, Jake?" No, I'm not poor and I'm not rich. So I rent a room. I drive a 2000 Toyota Sienna. So when you look at stuff like that, do I live in a fancy house or drive a fancy car? No and no. But I'm not broke, and I always have plenty of money to go do whatever I want whenever I want. So like if I feel like taking off tomorrow and hang at the beach for a week or whatever, taking my van to San Diego or wherever I want to go, you know, I can go wherever. If I want to go to Las Vegas tomorrow, I can just take off and go and stay for a week if I feel like it. So I have enough money to go do whatever I want, but I don't have like, you know, millions to where I'm rich to where I have this, you know, awesome house and car and all that. So nope, I'm kind of in that in between zone. Enough money to not be thinking about it or not be worried, but not enough to like be able to show off anything. '49ers a field goal attempt right down the middle. It's good. 22-17. Got ourselves a 5-point ball game. Interesting. Did I hear about Aaron had lost people tons of money with his soccer and crypto picks? I heard a little bit of that, but mainly that guy said that I'm a shape-shifting archon, and he said that I play the role of Anthony Greenberg and John Hamm and like 2 or 3 other guys. So he's one of those delusional whack jobs on YouTube. Pretty sure he's an agent of some sort who makes videos saying I'm a shape-shifting archon. And then when I asked him, like, do you think like I use prosthetics and masks to play all these parts? How's it possible that I play all those parts? He goes, that's shield shit. You're a bloody shape-shifting archon from down under. So yeah, there's a guy in Tasmania on YouTube who says that I am a shape-shifting multi-roller. And I guess he's either serious or he's an agent. But either way, it's quite strange to see someone make a video about you saying that you are playing the role of these other men. Yeah, that's who he's talking about, Z Perspective. Aaron Haywood. That's his whole gimmick, though, is to say that people are shape-shifting archons. So he didn't just do that to me. He does that to everybody. That's his thing. Yeah, some people will tell you the NFL's rigged, but not the UFC or not this sport or not that sport. Yeah, any sport where there's a betting line is rigged. No exceptions. If there's a betting line and a bunch of people start betting, they can rig it and make sure someone else wins. Doesn't matter what game it is. Like if you want to name a sport, I can tell you how it's rigged. It's really easy. You know? Like the people will be like, well, how do you rig baseball? You have a pitcher throw balls on purpose. You have a batter strike out on purpose. A batter can literally stand there and not swing. A pitcher can purposely throw a ball right over the plate for a batter to crush. You can juice the bats. You can juice the balls. It's like, the outfielders can throw an errant throw so that a guy can get an extra base and score. I mean, there's so many ways, and they do it all in baseball. So anytime anyone asks me, well, how would they rig this sport? I can explain any sport how they rig it. One of my friends, my musician friends, he's like, well, one sport they can't rig is golf. And I was like, bro, they'll have the guy winning the tournament for 3 days in a row be the big favorite. And then on the last day, he melts down and misses a couple easy putts. And some other dude jumps up and wins the tournament on the last day. Not only that, remote controlled golf ball. When I said remote control golf ball, he looked at me funny. And I was like, no, remote control golf ball is a thing. If remote control golf ball is a thing, you have to say, no, the PGA's never used a remote control golf ball, and they never will. They have too much integrity. They would never. See, so anytime anyone says, what about this sport or that sport, I can tell you exactly how any sport is rigged. David Yount says, Jake is often imitated but never duplicated. Not even many people try to imitate me, really. Usually what they do is try and slander me because I'm not really a type of guy anyone can imitate. Like there's nobody who does an awesome Jake the Asshole impression that I know of. If they did, I would like to see it. So basically anyone who's ever tried to imitate me as far as making fun of me, they usually do a terrible impression like, I'm Jake the Asshole. This is how I talk. Something like that. And I'm always like, that's not me. That's not how I talk. Yeah. One time, Eric Dubé dressed up and pretended to be me, but he did a really terrible impression that wasn't funny. But then he also dressed up like a lady and pretended to be a lady in the same video, which was his dress wearing Illuminati ritual in the same video where he imitated me. So, yeah, anyone ever out there heard of Eric Dubé? Literally, he pretended to be me. And also in the same video, pretended to be a lady with pigtails. And he even wore this thing that made him look like he was wearing a dress. And then when I called him out for it, dude's wearing a dress while he's trying to make fun of me. He's like, I'm a straight male. I did not wear a dress. It was a pillowcase that I made look like a dress. I'm like, yeah, I don't care what it is. If you wear a pillowcase and it's over your chest and it looks like you're wearing a dress and you were to go outside, people are going to see man in a dress. They aren't going to be like, oh, that's a man in a pillowcase. They're going to be like, that's a man in a dress. So if you wear a pillowcase as if it's a dress and it looks like it's a dress, you're a man in a dress. I'm Eric Dubé, and Jake the Asshole says that I wore a dress, but it was really just a pillowcase. Yep, can't make this shit up, bro. Can't make it up. As Andy would say, that dude looks like a lady. That dude looks like a lady. Wow. What? Cow. What? Cow. I like when Steven Tyler does his wacka-cacka cows. There's not another singer that I know of that does wacka-cacka cows like Steven Tyler, or any wacka-cacka cows at all that I can think of. Do any other singers besides Steven Tyler do wacka-cacka cows? Bunny Trails thinks it's funny. Superjet 113 says worst song ever. Oh, and thank you, David Yount, for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate it too. Almost forgot to thank you. Oh, Kirk Cousins picking up a clutch first down. Just under 12 minutes left in the game. Well, I would prefer to do Return of the Doink if there actually was one that happened in this game, but I guess I could do it just, because you're making the request. So I guess I could do it just to do it. Why not? All right, Vikings with another first down into Niner territory now. Well, I tried to tell you so, but I guess you didn't know. They be messing with field goals, and there's magnets in the poles. You lied to me. All those field goals I thought were so real. You lied to me. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You lied to me. All those field goals I thought were so real. You lied to me. And now I cry. Now I cry. Return of the Doink. Here it is. Return of the Doink. Come on. Return of the Doink. Another ball hits the pole. Return of the doink. Once again, return of the doink. Come on, return of the doink. Another ball hits the pole. Don't you know? All right. There you go. Acapella Return of the Doink just for you. For everybody. All right. Second down, 7. Tackled for a very short gain. 10 minutes left in the ball game. We're third down now. Very crucial third down play. You know what would be cool? As if they held into a field goal attempt and then there was a doink on the very next field goal. That'd be fucking cool. That'd be trippy, huh? Thank you. Yeah, I used to sing in a cover band, and I played in bands for many years, so singing is one of my things. So yeah, after football season ends, I plan on recording some new music. I want to build out a studio here in my office, and so I need to buy a bunch of shit and then learn how to use it. And then I just started hanging out with one of my old friends who I used to play music with again. So hopefully I can get him in the studio and help me record some tracks because I have a friend who's an amazing guitar player, an amazing saxophone player as well, and he's good with recording. So there's a chance to make some awesome music in the near future. All right, fourth down. Here comes the punt. Calling for a fair catch, but he's getting out of the way. Ball goes into the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, I'm already thinking next week I might have to pick maybe half the games like a fanboy because they had 2 weeks where they've hammered the public. So I think next week they're gonna at least throw 5, 6 games to the public like they would have the games go down like they would expect. So I'm thinking half my picks next week I might have to pick like a fanboy just in case they do that. Last season I had some weeks where I went like 12-4, and then the very next week would go like 5-11 because they would throw a bunch of bones to the public. So if you fade the public super hard every single week, you end up getting hit with one of these weeks out of nowhere where you go like 5-11 because they throw like so many bones to the public, you get smacked around. So I have to be thinking that they possibly might have all the games play out like a fanboy thinks next week. And so, yeah, I'm already thinking exactly what you're talking about here. Restore public confidence, because if you whoop the public's ass a third week in a row, you're going to start changing the way they bet, and you're going to sour their mouth to betting possibly for the rest of the season. So they have to do this thing where they steal people's money and then give them a little bit back to keep enticing them to come back and bet more. Niners over the middle with another first down to Kittle with his little diddle for shittle. What are you confused about, Andy? Let me clear up your confusion. I know you don't bet. So there's always a team who's the favorite that has the most money bet on them. And so throwing the public a bone is when most of the money's bet on one team, and that's the team that the public likes. Throwing the public a bone is when that team wins, and most everyone wins money. So at the beginning of the season, they purposely let a lot of people win money and get them all hooked and thinking that they're good at picking sports and that they're good gamblers. And then something like last week and the week before happens, and I pick all my games right because I'm fading the public. Meanwhile, everybody going with these big favorites, they get beat. So basically, the public got beat up last 2 weeks. So I'm thinking this next week they might do better, and they might let the public win back some money. If they beat the public over and over and rob them blind, then they'll stop betting. They'll catch on to what's going on eventually. So they have to let the public win some games to keep them coming back for more. One guy asked if I have a Cash App. I don't, but I have a PayPal link, which I can post real quick if you want to just donate without doing the super chat deal. One second, my computer's running super slow. Uh-oh, Vikings are dancing around, so I guess they just did something good. Looks like Purdy turned it over while I wasn't paying attention. All right. Okay, got my link. Yeah, it looks like he threw it right to him, didn't he? That looks like that one's going on the list. Purdy interception going on the list. All right. Okay. There was somebody who asked if I had a Cash App. I don't, but I got PayPal here, so. Shit. Where the fuck is that link that I just had? All right. There you go. There's the link in chat. So yeah, anybody want to donate directly to my PayPal, not through super chats? There it is, right there. Anybody out there who won $1 million with my picks, and you want to send me, all of it or a fraction of it, there you go. Anyone who won $1 billion with my picks, feel free. Well, not looking good in this game. Looks like the 49ers covering is definitely not an option. So if they're going to win, they're just going to win barely. But I don't even know if they're going to win. It's not looking good. Yes, there's no such thing as legitimate sports. And if you ask me, what about hockey? I'm going to say yes. If you say, what about college? I'm going to say yes. If you say, what about basketball? I'm going to say yes. If you say, what about the UFC? I'm going to say yes. If you say, what about boxing? Yeah, there is no exception. If there is a betting line, it is fixed. Okay? No exceptions. So at this point, you could have had the Vikings money line at the beginning of the game, and now you can bet the 49ers money line, and you'll have plus odds on both pick and win no matter what. See? It's called a hedge. So if you were one of those guys who took the Vikings at the beginning of the game with the plus odds money line, right now you could take the Niners with the plus odds money line and totally hedge your way to a for sure victory. No chance at getting screwed over here at the end. Yes, college hoops is fixed because teams don't go undefeated against the spread and they don't go winless against the spread. So you'll see a team after 6, 7 weeks who hasn't won a game against the spread or who hasn't went over or who hasn't went under, and then magically they always do. Go look at the metrics of teams going undefeated or winless against the spread, or winning or going over every game or under every game. Somehow, some way, even teams that suck and can't score figure out a way to go over a couple times that year. There's always those games where, oh, that team that sucks and can't score, oh, they score just enough and the other team scores enough and they do go over. See? So whenever you think you're going to key in on a team who hasn't won a spread yet, that's the team most likely to win the next spread. You see? So yeah, they might not have to fix every single college game because there's hundreds of different colleges, of course, but all the top 25 and all the big ones are fixed for sure. And especially the tournament. Go look at how the tournament went down. Now you got first seeds going down to 16 seeds, and it's like more common now. Here's a good one. Bull riding is easy to rig. It's judged. Good one, Mad Dog. Yeah. Some guy rides a bull better than some other guy. Just give him a shittier score. Too bad. So sad. Next. Yeah, that same with like ice skating or whatever. You know what I mean? One girl does some little twirls and things, and then another girl does some little twirls and things. And then you have to say which girl did better twirls and things. Like, psh. So yeah, dude. Anything with a judge. Like boxing, you can have one guy clearly beat another, but then just rob him on the decision at the end. I don't have an official Super Bowl pick, but I like 3 matchups the best so far. I don't like to make an official pick because anything can change, and then I'll just end up wanting to make another pick. So your chance of being wrong if you pick this early is much higher. So there's 3 matchups I like the best, and here they are. Kansas City, Philadelphia rematch. I like that as a possibility. I like Dolphins, Eagles, what we saw last week, as a possibility. I like a repeat of that game. And I also like Chiefs and Niners. I think my favorite matchup, I think the one worth the most money that'll get the most bets is Chiefs Niners. So yeah, this Niners team playing against the Chiefs, Mahomes going for his second Super Bowl. I think that would draw a shitload of money. A bunch of people from California would show up to Vegas. A bunch of people from California would fill the stadium, Allegiant Stadium. A bunch of people would spend money, make bets, you name it. So I think 49ers being in the Super Bowl in Las Vegas makes the most sense money-wise. And then Pat Mahomes winning a second Super Bowl in a row seems like a strong possibility with all the State Farm shit. And you haven't seen anyone win the Super Bowl 2 times in a row since Brady. So if Mahomes is going to be the new Brady, he needs to win 2 in a row. No, the Chargers are not going to go to the playoffs. Guy asking if I'm Scottish. I was born in America. My parents were born in America. I think my family lineage, at least on my mom's side, ties back to England. Last I heard, but everyone that I know in my family is all born in America. So I don't have any ties back to any other country. So if I have family ties, if you go back far enough, that go back to England or Scotland or wherever, it's like it doesn't. I don't consider me Scottish or English. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm a white guy. I'm a white guy who lives in California. Yes, gotta love it when the fanboys blame the refs. Yes, because only refs rig games. What's extra hilarious is when they make claims that the ref like bet on the game personally. Oh, the ref made that call because the ref bet on the game and the ref's money was on the line. as if all the guys on the field are trying their hardest to win, and only crooked refs who bet on the games are the only ones who screw things up. No way are the players pretending, man. Well, 49ers covering just went out the damn window, didn't it? Looks like I'm losing that pick. Yes, refs can help direct, steer the game, keep games on script, but they do not screw teams over. They don't help teams win. So you always hear a fanboy say, the refs were trying to do everything to help the Chiefs. And it's like, yeah, but what about when Patrick Mahomes throws picks on purpose to make it look like they might lose? What about when he pretends to be injured and hobbles around on purpose? It's all part of the act. It's all part of the show. Uh, an NFL ref is the same thing as a WWE ref. Like in the WWE, you'll have like one tag team guy distract the ref while his tag team buddy uses a weapon. And then the ref turns around and the good guy's laid out. And then the bad guy gets the pin. 1, 2, 3. And everyone in the crowd's like, come on, ref! They used a weapon! You got distracted! Come on, ref! It's like, dude, the ref didn't really get distracted and screw over the good guys. It's part of the show. So whenever a fanboy blames the ref, it's like, yeah, it's ridiculous, dude. It's part of the show. The refs are every bit as phony as the players on the field pretending to play. They don't have to commit a penalty on purpose. They can throw a ticky tack flag, or they can have a player uh, actually do commit a penalty on purpose. So whether you understand it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. A lot of guys like you make comments like this. Players committing penalties on purpose? Why? It doesn't make the game more exciting. All the fans are watching anyway. So if you need to let a team get a first down for sure, and you're running low on time on the clock, you need to score before halftime. You can tell a player to pass interfere on purpose, do defensive holding on purpose, so that you can give the offense a free first down, and it'll kill the clock and give them another play. So yeah, like for instance, the end of the Giants Bills game a couple weeks ago, you had pass interference on the final call in the end zone once. They call it, and then the Giants get another play, and then they have pass interference again in the end zone, and it's blatant, but then they don't call it. So it comes down to that final play. And all the fans now, they get to blame the ref for the loss. So all the Giants fanboys, wah, the ref screwed us over. Wah. They were entertained. They watched till the very end. Everyone watched till the very end, and they think that the play came down to a botched pass interference call. Meanwhile, it's just all fake football, bro. All right, 4th down. Oh, did he already miss the field goal? I haven't seen him kick it yet. One guy says overtime. I don't think they can go to overtime because it's like a 5-point lead right now. So I don't see how the 49ers are going to score 5 points. You get what I'm saying? Oh, if he kicks this one and then makes it 8, and then the 49ers go down and get the score and get a 2-point conversion. I get what you're saying. Okay, so he misses the field goal. All right, so now 49ers can go down and get the win, but they won't cover. So in this case, I'll if the 49ers win but don't cover, I'll hit the money line pick, but I'll lose the spread pick. Yes, yeah, I've been lagging the whole time, bro. I'm on one of those sites that's a little bit behind. That's been an issue the whole night. I'm a little bit behind. I'll try and if I ever do one of these again, I'll try and make sure that the stream is synced up with the live game as close as possible. All right, 1st down, incomplete pass. Well, I smoke weed every day, and I've smoked weed every day since I was a teenager. So it's not like I'm more stoned tonight than any other night. And I haven't smoked in the last 3 hours since I've been on here. So I've been on here for 3 hours. So yeah, I smoked just before I got on, but I haven't smoked in 3 hours. So I'm actually wanting to go smoke some more. I'm ready for this game to be over so I can wrap this up and go smoke. Oh, did he throw the pick? Yeah, people are saying he threw the pick. All right, shit happens. Didn't get this one right. Still had a great week, an incredible week. Hold on, let me update the records. Okay, here's my updated record, y'all, including this game now. $63, 40, and 3, 69 and 37. Those are the season records. All right, we didn't get this one, which is a shame, but I went 11 and 2 for the week, so pretty damn good. And then money line picks, I went 9 and 4. Okay. Yep, 2 damn good weeks in a row. Actually 3 good weeks. See, because 3 weeks ago I went 9-5 ATS, which is good. So 3 weeks ago 9-5. Last week 12-3. This week 11-2. So pretty damn good. All right. Okay, y'all. This was my first time ever doing a live reaction to the game. I don't know if I'll do these regularly. It was just whatever. So anyway, hope you guys at least enjoyed it somewhat. And thank you for everyone for being here tonight and commenting and donating and all that good stuff. And then for you hardcore fans who don't care about football, my next stream, I'll do a non-football stream, I promise. So maybe later this week, I'll do a 100% no football stream for all you hardcores who don't give a shit about football. All right. Until next time, y'all, this is Jake the Asshole signing out. Y'all take care. I'll see you next time. Peace.